I see you've come by for more questions, and you're just in time for a nog break. I'm going to take a sip of this family-friendly nog with a little bit of nutmeg sprinkled on top. Or a lot of, that's probably too much nutmeg. All right. Question time. Do Santa and Mrs. Claus have any kids? What do you think they would be like? Okay, to answer this question, we need to take a couple things into consideration. First of all, did Mrs. Claus even want to have kids? She's, modern woman, I suppose. I don't know. The thing is, we don't know that much about her because, number two, have they even been together this whole time? Because Santa Claus has been at it for a while. We don't know if this is like a Doctor Who kind of situation where we've got a new Mrs. Claus every season. When I was a kid, they didn't really tell me that much about Mrs. Claus. It was just that she was there and she sort of was dressed like him and she baked, I guess. I'm picturing like, just a regular kid. He's got a Santa hat, but it's like that weird like ball cap type Santa hat and it's backwards, right? And he's got, a red jacket and like red pants, but there's like holes in the knees. And instead of a sack, he's got a skateboard and his name is Junior because they couldn't think of a name. So anyway, he rides around on his skateboard just taking other skateboards to kids in areas that need more skateboards. I'm really just grasping here, but that's the first thing that popped in my head. Just, they just have one kid and he's a punk and, he won't grow up. But, then he does, he's sort of like, oh, I see, what he calls him dad. Like, Dad, I see what it's like being you every Christmas Eve. It's rough. And, then at the end, they wrap their arms around each other and they cry. And it just really gets you right here, and you think, I could be Junior. In fact, I am Junior, and I don't relate to my parents. And they don't know what it's like to be me, but watching this movie now, I know so much more, and I gotta call my parents. I gotta say, you gotta watch this movie about Santa Claus and his kid, and he's going to be like, what are you talking about? And we're like, well, it hasn't been made yet. But when it does, we are going to understand each other on another level. Thanks for coming by. I need a knock break.